Hi, everyone. It is April 9th at 8:15 a.m. Central Standard Time. LeShan Barrios from Tampa, Florida, will be doing Root in just a moment, and I'm going to turn it over to her. But hop on the chat room. We'll talk and share in the love of this format. All right, talk to you guys soon.
Oh, we're getting ready. Hi there. All right. If you can. Yes. Good morning, everybody. Go ahead and find your way on to your backs. And allow the entire weight of your body to ground down. You may notice the parts of your body that are touching down. You may even notice the air that's passing under the body parts that are not touching down. Go ahead and place one hand on your belly, and then one hand either on your ribs or your chest. Allow your hands to bear witness to the breath moving through your body. And you notice that there's already movement in your body simply because there's breath. And feel the breath moving into the belly as if you're breathing into your palm, and rising up into the rib space, stretching them out to the sides of the room and all the way up into the chest, even across the collarbones into your shoulders. And feel the breath as it leaves. And the belly distends, the hand floats down, and the ribs come back into center, cinching the side bodies. And the chest empties of air. And it happens again and again. Circular breath. Just like the waves at the beach. Inhale, stretch your arms up overhead, reach your legs out ahead of yourself. Get as long as you possibly can. Take all the breath in, feel your low back even lift up off the mat. And then exhale, draw your knees into your body. Wrap your arms around the legs, lift the spine from the ground, head and tail peeling up. Inhale, open the arms, lower the spine to the mat, and exhale, drop the knees over to the right side. And feel the way your body touches down. Inhale the knees through center. Let them sit over the hips and feel the weight of the knees dropping the sacrum space just a little deeper into the mat. And exhale, let the knees drop over to the left. Inhale the legs through center. Stretch the legs straight up into the sky. Point and flex the feet. Roll the ankles around. Wiggle your toes. And then exhale, plant your feet down. Bend your knees. Inhale, lift your spine up off the ground. Peel the hips high off the earth. Exhale, slowly roll it back down. Inhale, slide your heels out to the top of your mat. Let your legs lengthen. The arms come behind you again. Reach out longer this time. Exhale, draw it in. Inhale, open up the arms. Exhale, let the knees drop over to the right. Inhale to center. Exhale to the other side. Inhale through center. Stretch the leg. Kick the ceiling tiles off. Work in your ankles and your feet. And then exhale, release the feet. Bend your knees. Inhale, peel the hips up off the ground. Exhale, seal it back down. Inhale, stretch the legs. And there's plenty of time with every breath to feel everything possible. So take your time. Draw the knees back in. Give them a hug. And then let the arms open and you have a twist. Through center to the other side. And the next time you hug your knees into your chest, hold in that space. We'll meet there. Wrapping your arms as tightly around the legs as you possibly can, feeling for wrists, forearms, elbows, and peeling your spine up off the ground, as few vertebrae left on the earth as you can have there. Just feel yourself close with yourself. Then pick up a little rock. Maybe the hands go to the thighs. Maybe they stay on the shins, but pick up some momentum, massaging the whole length of your spine. And so you can rock your way all the way up into seated. And finding yourself onto hands and knees, however it makes sense to get there. Find your way. And the fingers wide, so wide that you feel every bit of webbing between the digits. Curl the toes under and feel the toe mounts pressing deep into the earth. Press down through your hands and hover the knees above the earth. Feel how pressing down into the ground helps you to rise. Shift the hips back. Feel the wrists through the shoulders, creating a diagonal. And then softly, gently, unbend the knees. Let them straighten out. Until you feel your hamstrings and your back start to tuck. You can bend them, shake the head, wiggle the hips, even bend the elbows. And walk your hands now back to meet your feet. And hang heavy over your legs. Let your knees bend. Your head is heavy, like 8 to 10 pounds, so let it assist you in dropping deeper. Fan your toes open wide, push down through your feet. Tuck the chin deep into the collarbone and roll your body up into standing. Let your head be the very last part of you to lift. And then give yourself some shoulder rolls. Open across the chest. Become ready to receive from your practice. Inhale the arms up overhead. Let your eyes gaze up to your thumbs. And exhale, hinge at your waist. Fold forward over your legs. Let the left hand come to the ground ahead of the feet like the top of a triangle. And inhale, peel your right arm up into the sky, opening the chest. One knee might bend, both knees might bend. You may have them straight. Wherever you feel more. Exhale, release your right hand to the ground. And inhale, lift up the left arm. Peel open to the left side of the room. Come on in. Exhale, release the left hand to the ground. And inhale, walk your hands all the way to the top of your mat. Exhale, lower your knees down to the earth, back into table. Inhale, feel the breath come up through the palms, up through the arms, and across the chest. Exhale, shift forward, pass your wrists with your torso. Shoulders are going to come over. Soften the elbows just about an inch so you feel some energy, a little bit of waking. Inhale, back up, shifting into table. Exhale, shift forward again. You might feel some stretching in your wrists and your forearms as you pass over them. Exhale, bend your elbows just about 2 inches this time, a little deeper than the first time. And inhale, push off the mat, come back into table. Exhale, shift forward this time, bend the elbows a whole bunch until your whole body finds the ground. Let the top of the feet press deep into the mat, press your palms into the earth, and curl up through the crown of your head. Create a back bend in your spine. Push the shoulders down and lift the spine up like an elevator, climbing up through the floors. Exhale, curl your toes and lift your hips high into the sky. Upside down V with our body. We've got 3 to 5 rounds of nurturing breath. Plenty of time to feel, to observe. Exhale, walk your hands back to meet your feet. Inhale, peek up, look up halfway, squeeze your shoulder blades together. And exhale, fold back down, drip a little deeper. Press into your feet, inhale, reverse, all the way up into standing, gaze up, feel yourself taller than when you first stood here. And exhale, fold right back down. Inhale, right arm peels into the sky, open the chest. Exhale, hand down. Inhale, peel it open to the other side. Exhale, release the hands. And inhale, walk your way all the way to the top of the mat. Option this time to keep the knees up and plank or lower them down. Lower your whole body towards the mat. Inhale, tops of the feet, push into the ground, reach up through the crown. Exhale, curl the toes, lift the hips, push it back. Take your breaths, enjoy every bit of it before you walk your hands back to meet your feet. And then there's a half fold and a full fold, diving deeper before you rise again, taller and taller every round. Keep going. And 3 to 5 rounds. And then you'd walk your hands back to meet your feet. We'll go through one more full round, meeting each other in down dog. Finding your down dog, holding space for the rest of us to arrive. So enjoy the breath that you're able to take while you're there. And he'll rise up high onto your tippy toes, look into your hands, and start to make your way into the space that you see. Yeah. Any way that makes sense, get there. Now look up halfway, squeeze the shoulders together behind you as if you have a quarter between them. Exhale, fold back down. Press into your feet, inhale, come all the way up into standing, arms up overhead. Exhale, hands down through heart center until they reach your sides. And close your eyes for a moment. Feel your feet firmly planted on the ground, the toes spread wide. The four corners of your feet connecting with the earth. And from that space, grow tall. Inhale, sweep the arms back up overhead. Let your eyes find your thumbs. Exhale, follow your nose as you dive in. Inhale, peek up, peel the chest up off the thighs. Exhale, slide your left leg back so far back your left knee can come down to the ground with ease. Inhale the arms into the sky, reach up, take a back bend, peel off the thigh. Exhale, curl your back toes, bring the hands on the inside of the front leg and walk your way to the long side of your mat until you can lunge into your left leg. Kick through your right heel, toes up so you can feel the back of your right leg, all the way from the heel, even into the glute. Feel something. Inhale, walk your way. Hands can walk all the way to the top of the mat, back into runner's lunge. Left hand to the ground. Inhale, reach up with your right arm. Exhale, plant the right hand down and step your back foot in to meet the other leg. Forward fold. Inhale, looking up halfway. Exhale, right leg sliding back, this time right knee connecting with your mat. Inhale, reaching up, feel the breath, fill your body. Exhale, pivot to the wide side of your mat and walk your way all the way into the right leg, this time kick with the left. Even play with balance, maybe hands come up off the ground, beautiful. Inhale, back to the top of the mat, right hand to the ground, peel open to the left. Exhale, step the foot in, bring the hand down, forward fold. Find a little more rhythm in your breath and movement, halfway up, inhale. Exhale, left leg going back. Arms into the sky. To the wide side of the mat, we take a deep lunge. To the top of the mat, we peel the chest open. need you to open the phone. Smile, Shadi. Could make your way through 1 or 2 more rounds, and we'll meet at the top of the mat in a forward fold. Just noticing the difference in your body from your first forward fold, the sensations, the tugging in the thighs or the back, even the head and neck. Soften the knees, sink the hips, and sweep the arms into the sky as if you found a chair behind that you want to claim. You're not just sitting in it, but you want ownership of this chair. Sit so far back and deep into it that your butt meets that part where the seat and the backside meet. Your back is reaching back for the back of the chair. You're actually becoming the chair. As you sit a little deeper, pick all 10 toes up off the ground. Blink the eyes and wiggle the jaws. Relax the muscles in your face as you get a little deeper, a little stronger in your whole being. Exhale, push into your feet, stand up, and release your arms. Samastitihi, equal standing. Inhale, reach the arms up overhead. Exhale, folding in. Yeah, follow the exhale down. Inhale, peeking up. Feel the breath move into your body. And exhale, slide your left leg back. Inhale the arms into the sky. Notice if you can feel your inner thighs squeezing together to hold you up. Sink a little deeper into them. Melt a little more into them. Activate through your arms as if someone has their arms on the outside of yours and they're trying to push your arms in and you're trying to push your arms out. Triceps and biceps, they fire, they wake. Exhale your hands down through heart center in prayer. Twist over your front leg. The back heel kicking back, muscles through your back leg firing. Even sitting deep into your right heel so that your right glute lifts, it fires instead of sinks into a resting space. Pivot and ground your back foot. Feel your thighs begin to roll away from each other. Untwist your body. Left arm down your back leg. Right arm across the sky. Great big side stretch from your right knee across the side body through the armpit, fingers even. Take your gaze up. See if you find your palm. Your back hand can walk, slide down the back leg as if it's looking for your ankle. Exhale, pivot your feet towards each other to the wide side of the mat and take a deep fold into your legs. Right through center. Press your palms into the earth. Feel the power of pushing down through the hands, pulling back through the elbows so the spine can get more length towards the earth, towards the ground. Inhale, look up and walk your way towards your left foot. Inhale the arms up to the corner where the ceiling and the wall meet. Angle your torso out over the front leg. Again, so you can feel your left glute fire. Keep leaning forward and out over it until you feel your left glute say hello. Exhale, catch your hands behind yourself, clasp, intertwine the fingers, squeeze the palms, and release your torso to the inside of your front leg. Drip down, drip down. Imagine to touch the ground with your head. Release your left fingertips to the earth, the head of your left foot, just the fingertips, so light. Inhale, reach up with your right arm, reach up with your right leg, and push against the floor with your right foot. So lift yourself up, peel your body open. Let it see the whole right side of the room. Reach up, stretch up. So much engagement in your stomach muscles, your obliques, that the bottom fingertips might even start to hover above the ground. Exhale, step your feet down side by side, forward fold. Yes, back into yourself. Hello, self. Inhale, look up halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale all the way up into the sky. Exhale, fold down into yourself again. Maybe you can touch the knees with your lips. Give a kiss. Inhale, looking up halfway. Exhale, sliding the right leg back, deep, far back behind yourself. Inhale, the arms up. Let the spine grow out of the hips. Legs are strong and deep, but the spine is light and lifted. Exhale, prayer twist over your front leg. Keep kicking through the back so you feel length from your heel to the crown of your head. And then press your palms together and feel how it allows you to spin the chest open a little more. What came next? 3. Pivot and ground your back heel, right arm to your back leg, left arm travels across the sky. Great big side stretch. Great big side stretch. Look to your top palm. Exhale, pivot towards the wide side of the mat. Turn the toes towards each other and dive in. Palms to the earth. Walk your way in through your legs. And if you notice that all of your weight is hanging out in your heels, shift some to the front of your foot and feel how you can dive a little deeper in. Quadriceps and hamstrings, fire, kneecaps, drive right up into your quads. Inhale, spinning towards the original front of the room. Arms reaching up to the corner where the ceiling and the wall meet. Feel your right glute, and if you don't, angle out more. Yes. There you go. Exhale, catch your hands behind yourself and fold in. A little deeper than the first time. Let your head and neck go. Right fingertips to the earth ahead of your right foot. Push off your right leg, right foot, and reach up with your left limbs. Kick so strongly with your left foot. It's as if you're keeping the wall behind you from coming any closer to you. Keep it away. There you go, flex. Exhale, step the feet down, side by side. Inhale, peel the chest up, open the heart. Exhale, diving in. Press into your feet and rise all the way to the top. Exhale, down to heart center. And then onto your hips. Feel your 4 fingers wrapped around your hip points, pressing deep into the fleshy area around the hip points. Use your thumbs behind you to turn the tail towards the mat to feel some extra length in the low spine, low back. Rooting down deep through your left foot. Inhale, bring the inside of your right foot, the sole of your right foot, somewhere, anywhere on the inside of your left leg. Option to bring the foot all the way up into the left hip crease. Push the foot into the thigh, the ankle, the calf, wherever it might be. Push it into the left leg and push the left leg into the foot. And grow a little taller out of the ground. Lift the arms into the sky. And feel the wind begin to blow and wiggle the fingers around a little bit, just like leaves. And if this tree is pretty stable today, the wind isn't really affecting it, close your eyes. The eyelashes meet. And if there's still edge, if there's still something more that's needed, press into your left toe mounds and peel your left heel from the earth. Come off the ground. A tree uprooting, reaching for the sky, reaching for the sun. The aim is not to stick this pose. It's not to hold it and get a 10 like in gymnastics. The aim here is to find our cracks, to find the space in which we can grow. And it takes falling to do that. So move towards the falling. Move towards the what if. What if I closed my eyes for real? Rise up, Brittany. Exhale, release. Balance poses are awesome because they really show us where our frustration level is. So notice if there's any of that tapping in today. Come to a great, big, loving breath. Bring a little compassion before we start the next side. Rooting down into your right foot. Inhale the left sole somewhere, anywhere that works for you today. Not into that comfortable space, but into that, I've never tried that space. And then we reach for the sky with our arms, wiggle the fingers. And there's always those options to close the eyes and to lift the heel. This is honor system. Only you know if you're working in your potential today. Good, Sherry. Smile. Exhale, release. Woo. Inhale, arms in the sky. Exhale, folding down. Take a peek up. And exhale, step your right and your left leg all the way back into plank. Lower down into your forearms. Turn the palms to the ceiling. Take a peek at your nose and witness. You can see your nasal passages welcoming the breath in. You can see them flare open. Watch. And you can see them close back in. All the muscles in your body receiving this energy, this prana, the underlying driving force of our being. And if you have to tap down, it's okay. But come back in with the new information you found. Come back in with the new feelings you just received. You're surpassing what your brain thought you could do just a second ago. It doesn't last forever, I promise. In a few moments, this will all be in the past. Exhale, release the knees. Yes, those sounds tell me that you were really in your bodies. You were really in the work. Inhale into table. Keep the hips high over your knees. Lower down into your forearms. And stretch the arms out ahead of yourself. Allow your arms to take the width that the shoulders agree with. And feel your spine tracking out and down. You can envision the spaces that have some gentle, healthy compression going on, the low back, and then you can feel the space where it might open up a little more for you. You start to feel the points in which the gravity is calling us. And decide, am I willing to go? Am I willing to go? And now look into your hands. Push into the palms so that the arms can lift from the mat. And shift forward so that the thighs, the pelvic space can rest on the mat. Peel the chest open. And let the elbows prop you up. And feel the heart space open. Just as our shoulders back in the beginning of the class, prepare to receive. Feel your heart space open even wider now. to have received and continue receiving, as well as sending out love and compassion, kindness and generosity. Do you feel that you're fighting to hold your neck up? There's a bit of stiffness going on. Let it hang. Release your whole body down to the earth. And just feel your heartbeat against the mat. Whole front side of your body touching the ground. And take your time. You can roll right over onto your backs. Moving towards our final rest. And drawing the knees into the body. Maybe we rock, circles, or squeeze. Take a happy baby. Anything that your body might be asking for, begging for right now. Do that. And allow yourself to move in to your final rest. I will bring around your cool towels. One, 2, 3, 4. So in your rest, releasing all effort from body and breath. You're welcome. Invite a giant breath into the body and a big emptying breath out. So give it a few more goes like that. And start to notice the way in which your body is asking to be moved. Take the wiggles, movements that it's asking for. Bring the knees into the body. Wrap your arms around them. Squeeze tight onto yourself. And then open up your arms and let both knees drop over to your right. And change sides. Bring it back over to the right. Let your left arm come over to meet your right arm. Fetal position. And allow your top arm and top leg to help you feel your way into a seated space. You can follow the sound of my voice. Notice your seat rooted, your spine tall, and all the space you may have found or created today through your willingness to breathe and to move. And thank yourself for that. Bring your hands together at heart center. And we'll seal practice together with Wano. Inhaling. The light within me honors the light within each one of you. Namaste. Shanti, peace. Thanks for playing this morning, everybody. You're welcome. If you would, the spray bottles are where they always are, on the prop wall. So you can spray your mats, wipe them, leave them right where they are. We'll take care of them for you.
Yay! I'm gonna mute LeShan over here, and we'll get a conversation rolling. Awesome class. I'm so grateful that LeShan was able to showcase this format that I think is still pretty brand spanking new. And so I think there's a lot of good question, a lot of good conversation around the format itself, where there's freedom to play and where things definitely have structure. So good combo today in the chat room. Anyone have anything they want to share right away that stands out as something that was an eye-opener or an aha moment or something they really enjoyed?
Yeah, I just thought that she did just such a phenomenal job of giving a format that it's meant for some of the newbies. She did a really great way of just really pulling attention to breath and pulling attention to detail with it being accessible to people without coddling. It's such a fine balance between the two, and I just thought she really hit a home run on that. I really love that about her. And just a lot of the things that she said, I feel like I'm walking away with a really good bank of some fresh ideas and fresh phrases that she used that I haven't heard before. So I just thought she did a really lovely job with that.
Cool. Thanks, Katie. Anyone else have anything that stands out they want to share that they really appreciated, or maybe something that was a cool takeaway? Well, okay. Well, while we wait for LeShan to come back, I'll share. I really love that she played with Skandasana in Sunbi. I thought it was really cool how we started on the back knee, and then there was this curling of the toes and then the crawl to the side. And I totally thought we were going into Prasarita. And then she had us bend, or have the students bend into their left knee and take that side lunge, which I don't know why, but my brain has never thought, oh my gosh, Skandasana would be totally a great 3-point posture in Sunbi. But it definitely is. And then she also gave us the opportunity to play with hands at heart center. So there was just a lot of and just for me, a lot of like awesomeness around using a side lunge in Sunbi, and I'm totally going to use that the next time I teach her. I loved it. All right, LeShan, I'm going to unmute you. Oh, you're muted, my friend. Oh, she's still saying goodbye to people. Anyone else have any thoughts or anything they want to share? There you are, Lauren. Hi, guys.
Hi.
LeShan, that was amazing. Thank you so much.
Thank you. That was fun.
You feel good?
I feel good. A couple moments, a little overwhelming. I thought I was gonna it was a very emotional because so many people kind of came out for it, and I was actually doing it. So I know I got a little teary here and there.
Well, you killed it. Thank you so much for sharing the space and for opening up your webcam for us to see your community and sharing your teaching. We all had a nice time with you. I'll share the chat with you later because it's pretty cool. We'll do some formal feedback if that's cool with you. So
Yes,
I'd love to start with you, my friend, and hear what you thought went really well today.
Let's see. I think that I was able to work well in my voice instead of letting it get kind of shaky and just letting nerves kind of take over from being on screen for the first time. So I think that went all right. And cueing, I think, went pretty well, where everybody, there wasn't a point in time where it looked like people were lost or didn't really know what was going on. So I think I had them together and with me for the class. So I think that went well. What could have used some work was timing, I think.
Let's pause, LeShan. Let's stay with positives first.
Sure.
That's cool. Okay. Anyone else have anything that they really appreciated they want to share with LeShan?
Can you hear me?
Hi, Matthew.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes.
Hi, I came in a little bit late, but literally as soon as I came on, I literally just fell in love with you. It was so amazing. I'm not even kidding. Like, it was literally just so amazing. I loved every single word that you said. They landed with me, and I wasn't even like taking the class. Like, I just loved everything. From what I heard, you didn't say any pose names, which I thought was really powerful. You just like described everything, and all of your cues were just so extraordinary. I'm literally stealing every single one. Yeah, it was just great. I loved it. Thank you.
Thank you.
LeShan, Judy just wrote here, and she maybe is not able to share on screen, so I'll share with you what she said. She said, great pacing, cueing, and use of silence. Those three things stood out for her.
Great, thank you.
Hi, LeShan. I love class. Thank you so much for class today. I loved so much of. I was just saying before you hopped on, I felt like I came away with this a whole bank of. You were refreshing. That's what it was in a nutshell. You were so refreshing in the words that you used, and I love just how accessible you made this class. As Root is, a great example or something we can give to people as beginners, but you didn't coddle them. You encouraged without coddling, and I really love. There's a really standout moment for me with you physically in logs when you have them in tree and they're all balancing. You're talking about swaying. You're talking about stability and things, but you were grounded. You're low to the ground, and it was almost like you were just physically holding the space for them. And I just love that. It was just a really great connect for me. But all around, just well done, lovely. Thank you.
Thank you.
I kind of want to piggyback on what Matthew said and Katie in respect to your language, LeShan. Like, it just felt, yes, refreshing, authentic, but there was just the cool thing about it. It wasn't too extreme or too out of the box where it wasn't accessible, or your students were able to follow every single thing that you said. But there's so many things that I heard that I just felt were so were just cool. It was a cool perspective. The way you look at the bodies and the way you looked at the format and the sequence that you created and that space and how you spoke to all of that was just, there was nothing robotic about it. And I felt really in tune with who you were as a human being, as a person. So I felt like you shared your authentic self, and nerves aside, you couldn't feel any of that at all. There was such a level of confidence with what you shared. Thank you, Matthew. Matthew's going to hop off, he says, but we'll talk to you later, my friend. And then one last thing that I really just appreciated was your usage of music. It didn't feel like it was all music or all silence. There was just a beautiful balance. I love that on the first side of logs, we were in silence, and the second side, there was music to support. It was very intentional. So thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah. So we'll go to you, LeShan, and talk about areas for growth if you have any for yourself.
Areas for growth. I think that throughout the whole thing, in the beginning, particularly and the end, I think I got a little concerned with time I think I may have gone a little too long in Ignite the Spirit, just the whole getting them to breathe, and then the actual breath to body movement, where maybe I would have liked them to have a longer sequence and see maybe 1 or 2 more poses. And then the same thing kind of at the end, I don't know why I got concerned with time again. When I looked at the clock, I was like, oh, they have plenty of time for Shavasana, but maybe, I don't know, maybe a little longer too in some yin.
Cool. Anyone else have any thoughts? Katie, Tracy, anything you guys want to share?
I think you did such a really great job of pulling attention to detail, the subtle areas of the body, especially in the beginning of class, your Sun A, Sun B, your Ignite. But then it kind of, or I think it started to trail off a little bit in B, and I really would have liked to hear a little bit more development of the why behind holding the poses, or what the muscles are doing to support us in when you're holding and you're in that static C. I think it's something that I would have liked to have seen. So that's one op that I had. The other one I had too is a moment, like a wrestling pose somewhere tossed in there just to kind of give them a break, but then to give them the opportunity to pull attention to the shift that's happening in the body, or maybe sensations that they're feeling.
Good, thank you.
I think Tracy is driving and just tuning in, so I won't bother her because we'll keep that safe. Hi, Tracy, love you.
Hi, Trace.
Areas for growth. For me, LeShan, the timing actually felt in Ignite, I felt solid and good. I felt like there was plenty of time to move and get us warmed up. And then I found myself in Sensei thinking we could take a little bit more time there. So I think you're spot on. I think that's maybe where timing started getting jiffed a little. And then by the end I thought, wow, we have plenty of time for Shavasana, for all, for surrender into love and gratitude, all of that. So timing just felt off. And I don't know, I felt like it was good. And then I felt myself thinking, or found myself thinking, how did we kind of get lost here? But, I think better be under time than overtime, to be honest, if anything, right? Like, it's better that you took more time in Shavasana than, running, 10 minutes over. So all is good. And then within Sun C, I kind of want to talk a bit more about what Katie's saying too. I think we're all kind of on the same page today. Speaking obviously to the support of the muscular body and the skeletal body and all of that, I really would have loved more even foundational cueing, like going from the ground up and just really focusing on what the body was doing, starting with, the base of the pose and then working its way all the way to the top. So just food for thought.
Good, thank you.
Yeah. It really, to wrap it up, LeShan, like it really just felt like just a solid example of this format. And I was saying before you hopped on, this format feels, to me at least, pretty new still. And it's good to get a solid example of what a good on-brand experience feels and looks like. So I really appreciate you sharing that with us today. And it just felt amazing. So I can't wait to share.
Yay, thank you.
Yeah, I'm gonna wrap up the recording real quickly, and then we'll take it offline. But I just want to thank everyone for joining or for watching the video after. Please feel free to let LeShan know if you have any comments or questions. The chat box underneath this video and the section on the grid will be there for you. So thank you very much.